Whoa, saw me blowing my nose. Sorry about that. Anyway, hello everybody. Beer with Claude. Hopefully a few of my friends will join me. I've been starting to pick these up again. I used to do them very regular, and I had a great week in business and sales and everything. Maybe I'll talk a little bit about that. And we are live on YouTube, and anybody can join us, by the way. In fact, I'll put it in the link if you'd like to join us and come on. I'm on Zoom originally. All you got to do is just click, it's in the chat room box there. And we're going to be talking about some great beer today from one of my favorite breweries. It's the Pizza Port Brewing Company over here. And you can see this is by near Del Mar Beach, California. Let me see where they say they are. They say Carlsbad, California. There's some great surfing in that area, Swami's, and that's what the name of one of their beers. And this is the Mongo. My wife, this is cold. I had it in the freezer. Do you put your beer in the freezer? I do. And my wife was out shopping, and she always gets me new beer, especially when I had a good week in business. And she pulled out this Mongo beer. Let me show you this label here. I can you tell a book by its cover? I think so. Look at that. I mean, that's oh, look at those size of those waves. Yeah. And this is a double India Pale Ale. I'm going to be talking about it. I've got their webpage up. I'm probably if get a chance. I'm going to talk about do you guys like tequila? I do. And tequila have you been into a liquor store lately? What has happened to tequila? Oh my gosh. I mean, it used to be you used to be the oddball guy when you bought a bottle of tequila, or you bought some Jose Cuervo and brought it home and made margaritas and stuff like that. And today, oh my gosh, tequila has taken over the liquor stores. I mean, there are aisles of it. There are tequilas that literally go for hundreds of dollars now. Azul Especial. It comes in that beautiful ceramic bottle. I have a bottle I'm in California right now, or as I refer to it, the Soviet Socialist state of Southern California. I love California. It's just don't ever talk politics. Don't ever talk politics in California. Oh my gosh, it's a crazy. Look who's here. The one, the only Jean-Pierre, also known as Beverage Ramble. And Thomas is here. So I always get it confused. Is it Thomas or Eric? You guys got to turn on your videos, unmute yourself. I'm so glad to have company tonight. While we talk about our beers and our liquors and life in general and solve all the problems of the world. You guys are on, but I don't see any video. I don't see your picture yet. And I don't see any audio. I don't know why. You should be able to come on right away. Unmute yourself and hit that camera. Well, till they come on, I'm going to talk about a double India Pale Ale. Let me share my screen here while the fellows are trying to come on. If you guys do have trouble coming on, the link is also in YouTube. You may want to try the dedicated link on there. Let's see here. I want to share my screen. I want to show you guys there's Safari. And let's go to that brewery. There it is. There's the brewery. Pretty sure you guys can see it. Mongo IPA, American Double Imperial IPA. Our flagship double IPA, Mongo, harnesses the flavor of Columbus, Cascade, Centennial, and Simcoe hops. Massive resident. Oh, Jean-Pierre, you found your way on. You found your way on. Nice going. You're muted, by the way. Massive resinous What is that word, Matt? Hey, is it Thomas or Eric? I get it confused.
You can call me Thomas, but that's my real name, Eric.
Okay.
Thomas on the internet.
What is this word? I'm reading the description here on my
Yeah.
Mongo Double IPA,
Yeah.
and it says resinous aromas. That's from the word resin.
So resin, like the really intensely oily hop aromas, and especially in these West Coast IPAs, they can really have that dank and piney, almost like pine resin, kind of a feel to it.
Okay, great.
Hello, gentlemen. How y'all doing?
There he is, the one, the only. Beverage Ramble. Also,
Yes.
the man with the most romantic name, Jean Pierre.
Yes. What I have
What
yes,
are we drinking?
No, I am drinking Rebel Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey.
You like your bourbons, don't you?
Yes, I do.
Did you have to work your way up to bourbon from regular rye whiskey, or did you just start with bourbon?
No, I've often been a guy as a kid who tried everything: whiskey, bourbon, brandy, vodka, gin, all that stuff. But lately, I would say over the last, say, 3 years, and maybe because due to Jay, and Jay could probably maybe take credit of it. And of course, I grew up in a Haitian household, so rum was the drink that we all
Nespa. Oh,
exactly.
Yeah, of course.
What does the Bumbecourt, the famous rum from Haiti, or Bacardi?
And what's the name of that?
Everybody loves Bacardi.
Let me do a Ron here. Give me the name of that, and I'll look it up so I can show everybody.
Okay. It is called Rebel Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey.
There we go. Rebel.
Rebel Yale back in the day, but you can't say that anymore, can you?
No. Yeah, it's 40% ABV, 80 proof, so something light tonight.
No, it's good, man. Did you guys have a good? I had a very good week.
My week was pretty good.
And
I take that back. My week was not so good. I got some news, but I'll talk about that off air. But in the end, it made it better. So
good.
I'm not as good as Ron, but I'm going to try, or Eric, but I'm going to try my best here to be. Let's see if I can do the share here. There we go. Open Rebellion, drink up. Back in 1849, you got some old liquor there. I heard that yawn.
Oh,
I heard that. You know how much that hurts.
I just had a meal before this.
What do we got here? In fact, and everybody else was using a rye mash bill. We pioneered wheat-based bourbon in this award-winning wheated recipe. What do you, Thomas? What do you have?
I'm going to be drinking on from, I suppose, your neck of the woods over there in Colorado.
I'm in California now. I'm in San Diego right now.
Oh, okay. Well, I got a Great Divide Brewing Company's one of their Imperial Stout series. This is, if you can see at the top of the screen, we have the Big Yeti Imperial Stout. This is originally brewed to celebrate our 25th anniversary in 2019. Big Yeti clocks in at a massive 13.5%. Whoa.
Let's see if we can. 9.5%. Woo!
Mine's going to be mine's the whopping 13.5%. The Big Yeti.
Oh, is it? Why is it one thing on the webpage and you have a different one?
I don't know. Maybe you gotta click on where it says beers at the top.
Yeti is a good beer. Yeti, Great Divide, and that is a very wonderful, enjoyable stout for sure.
Available year-round. Malts: 2-row black malt, chocolate malt, dark crystal, house yeast, hops, Centennial, Magnum, Tettnang, whatever that means. Looks good. Great label. Great label.
I got the 13.5 variety. I'll pour that up.
I'm drinking good old Mongo Double India Pale Ale. Oh, you guys help me out. Why does what does it mean double? They had twice the ingredients, twice
Are
the.
they trying to be like an IPA? I'm guessing. What do you think, Eric?
An
I
IPA,
think
yeah. So it's gonna have that imperial range to the ABV, and you should expect more of a hoppier complexion out of a double IPA than you would a single IPA, and especially of a pale ale.
Claudia went to Vaughn's today. It's a supermarket chain here in California, and she went to she always tries to surprise me with a new beer, and she just grabbed the old Mongo. To your health, gentlemen.
Prost.
Cheers.
Oh, pitch black.
Got my whiskey. Here it is. Got my bourbon.
Bourbon.
Surprisingly,
Oof.
not as citrusy. Got a good bite to it. Very smooth. Very nice.
And this is from Kona, right?
I think it's Pizza Port.
This is from Pizza Port.
Pizza Port. Okay, sorry. Okay.
Can you tell a book by its cover?
Kinda.
Tell me, don't you love? Don't you hope that they always put as much work into their beer as they do?
It looks nice.
It is. Yeah. They usually all these beers from Pizza Port always have a surfing theme to it. It's a California thing, the old Beach Boy days and all that.
Surfing USA.
Yeah. So who's next? Give us your review.
You want to go next, Joe and Peter?
Okay, sure. I don't have any info right now on Rebel West, but let me put the bottle back up again so y'all can see. Here it is. Rebel West, not Rebel West, excuse me. Made since 1849. This is a Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey. Let me just read some of the info that I can look up on this here. Y'all just give me a moment here. This was at a really good price. I think it was about maybe around 20 or 22 bucks. So at one of the local package stores, and one of my fellow coworkers, I asked, what do you think about this, And, he was like, yeah, it's okay. Not something I would go get, but, it's all right. So far, the reviews have been pretty good. The people who make Rebel are the folks at NGP Ingredients, Luxroy Distillery. Looks like it's NGP Ingredients, Luxroy Distillery. Yeah. So I don't know if it's some of the founders have any connections to
I think they've done some amount of sourcing that whiskey from MGP,
right?
With Luxroy. They do some distilling now. I don't know how much they've done, but yeah, they used to source that from MGP in Indiana. The whiskeys.
Okay, so it had honey and butter hint. Okay, sorry, I'm gonna read what it said here on his website. Honey and butter hit the nose, then traces of raisin and warm spice finish kick things up a notch. Ingredients: corn, wheat, and malt. So here it is, ladies and gentlemen. Beautiful colors, you can see.
Very nice.
So I have no ice on this one, but I could get some ice in a little bit, kind of cut the.
Here you go.
Cut down.
All set up for you. Here you go.
More. So, cheers, gentlemen. Here we go. Cheers.
Please be delicious, as Alex.
40%.
Yep.
Honey and butter hit the nose, then traces of raisin and a warm spice finish kick things up a notch. Corn, wheat, and malt.
Definitely getting that. Yeah. Definitely getting some of that warm spice, right? And right immediately when it hits the tongue. There is honey, obviously, and let me say raisins, but also get a little slight, not much, but a little slight of vanilla. But overall, again, a nice, affordable bourbon. If you look at the cost, it's 17.99. I paid 21 for my bottle. So, and I've had this bottle for almost about maybe going on maybe almost about a month now. So this is where it is right now.
All right.
So yeah, I've had it for about a month. So I've been wanting to bring it with Jay. I know Jay's schedule has been a little, up and down and whatnot with because of his sporting stuff that he does, and then events that he has to attend. I know this week he's doing the fair or festival, whatever it is. So But this is not bad for, again, reasonable price, bourbon. Yeah, the price may scare some people off and think maybe the quality ain't all that great, but I think it's pretty decent to me. Obviously
Is it
one
better?
person's
Is it better than Evan Williams?
no,
Oh,
absolutely
I wouldn't think so.
no. But let's not compare. Evan Williams is the standard.
I never, I asked you that whiskey question before because I always drank Crown Royal. It was my go-to. It was good enough to sip, and it was great for mixers and things like that. And I never really did bourbon too often. And you guys kept talking about Evan Williams, the 1784. What was the one you talk about all the time?
1783.
1783. And I said, okay, let me get a bottle of that. And I couldn't believe the price. First of all, the price, it's half the price. It's one-third the price of some of the other high-end bourbons.
Sure.
And I thought it was smooth and delicious. I thought it was fantastic for the price. And that's how you guys turned me on to bourbon through Evan Williams.
Not a bad way
It's
to
not
do
bad. Again, great website. But again, if you want to compare this to Evan Williams, no contest. Evan Williams will beat this hands down all the way.
And it's cheap. I mean,
yeah.
you can get that big bottle of Evan
1793. And the green bottle, the bottle and bond is also reasonably priced too. So Evan Williams, very good. But this is not bad if you're, for someone introducing them to bourbon, you can try this. But if you want to compare this to Evan Williams or maybe the small batch 1792, forget about it. 1792 and Evan Williams or JD or even just a simple JD would beat this easily.
Sounds good.
All right, your turn, Eric.
All right, so I put something in our private chat because the Big Yeti that I'm drinking on now, I guess it's not currently being made by Great Divide right now, but on the Untapped.com website, they say to celebrate 25 years. Again, this is the Big Yeti from Great Divide. To celebrate 25 years beer and bold characters, we brewed a very special batch of our beloved Yeti Imperial Stout, dubbed Big Yeti. This behemoth is surprisingly smooth and exceedingly rare. There's a buzzword, exceedingly rare. We have some fun with the can art, breathing life into our favorite bold characters, past and present. And again, we have a 13.5 ABV beer, and my version is 22 on that IBU bitterness rating scale. So I would assume it's going to be similar enough to what's in their everyday normal Yeti, but just a little bit more amplified.
What is the difference between your Yeti and the one I have on the screen?
I don't know what the hops and the malts are in my particular beer. That one is the one you're looking at is way more bitter than mine, and
75 IBUs. Yeah,
mine is 4.5% bigger. So I did have a head when I poured it. It was about a 2-finger head. Now it's just down to a rim around the glass. It is black as night.
Yeah.
I mean, the head had a really dark khaki color to it. And the smell is super roasty coffee, espresso notes in this. There's dark chocolate and figs and raisins. Mostly almost towards a smoky quality with that coffee note. There's almost a smoky-esque nature to it. Very dark malts, very dark roasty, smoky style of malt. Mostly on the coffee side with that raisin. Maybe there's a little bit of a toffee and a caramel in the background too as well. Like if you had a dulce de leche or something like that. Yeah, that kind of makes sense. Let's give it a little taste.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Be careful with this beer, children. It's 13.5%. And it's definitely, it's not super, super, super hot alcohol in the mouth, but it is a big, bold, Big Yeti. It is a big, bold beer. Very chewy, very sticky, pretty sweet. There is the dark, roasty malt, so it's almost going towards an ash kind of a quality. It's not quite that smoky at all, but it is going in that burnt malt direction, if that makes any sense. Burnt malt, that's a good one. Very, very, very dark brown bready, toasty notes in it. Again, more of that burnt kind of malty notes to it. Very dark flavors. Italian espresso roast coffee is definitely in this beer.
Ooh,
That caramel and that
you had me at coffee.
big time coffee. I'm
Oh,
getting the
love
dark
that.
raisins, the darker cherries, mostly raisins and figs, those kind of darker fruits. Some cherry, not much. There's definitely a bitterness in the background. It's definitely not just plain big malt sweetness in it. There's definitely an earthy bitterness to try to round out some of the flavors here. It's very warming as it goes down. This would be a good beer by a campfire. This would be a good beer with a nice Maduro or a Nicaraguan style cigar or an English blend pipe tobacco for sure. So full bodied beer. It's got a nice prickly carbonation actually. So that's kind of good. Is it refreshing? No, but is that really what it's trying to be? No, but it's a really nice sipper. And if you ever see any of their beers, the Yetis, I would try some of them. They have nice flavor.
I was going to ask you, when would you
drink barrel-aged cigar?
Barrel-aged cigar. When would you drink that? Would that be like a dessert beer? Or
absolutely, you could use this as an aperitif. Absolutely, after the meal, you could have this with the dessert if you want to add another 300 plus calories on top of the dessert.
Oh,
that beer is a dessert, really. That stout is a dessert. That one, 1050 or come up with any other name.
Now, Ron, our hero, who we're subbing for tonight, he does Sundays. He does these stout Sunday, right?
Every other month, yeah.
Every Sunday, actually, isn't it?
No, not every Sunday, but the first Sunday of every month he does it.
Oh, okay.
He actually
first Sunday of every month. It's still the same letters, SS. We got Super Sunday, and then we do Stout Sunday. So the first Sunday of every month. So you're right. No, next Sunday will be the first Sunday of May. So
gotcha.
Look at that foam. That's beautiful. That's like
that
looks like that's like a latte. That
Yeah, I was saying like dulce de leche or latte kind of flavors in there. I'm definitely getting you squirt, maybe is the wrong word. You do the swirl of like the caramel syrup inside of that latte or inside of that coffee drink. That's definitely what I'm getting in the background there. Burnt toast, honey, syrupy, sweet flavors there. Yeah, take your time with this kind of a beer. It's very complex. There's a lot to say about it. If I get any more notes as we're talking and going along, I think this is kind of a beer as it warms up from refrigerator temperature towards room temperature. There's going to be other things that happen to the beer, so stay tuned.
Beverage Ramble. What's the name of the that gentleman who plays the piano who comes on all the time? I forgot his name.
Elbow.
Yeah. I'm ashamed of myself. I wish Elbow was here and Eric made a nice comment. I always love to talk about my favorite discovery. This is the Evan Williams of tequila, in my opinion. I love the bottle. Oh, it's just a beaut. Let me get off this share screen here and get onto a real screen. Look, it's look at indentured like that.
Okay. All right.
It's a nice bottle. I mean, it's the label and number.
What's the name of the brand? Who makes it?
Olmeca.
Olmeca.
They call it Altos Bauer Reserve, and I got a little mom and pop. I discovered this in a little California mom and pop liquor store. They had a big display, and I said, "Is this good?" Because I like tequila. I don't want something that's going to burn through my underwear.
No, not that.
That's a bad visual. And he says people love it, and I said, but it's only, if you know your tequila, $19.99, and this is a reposado, 6 months.
Right.
And I discovered this, and it's fantastic. You can see I've already.
Yeah, I love it.
That's not from evaporation there. Okay. If you love tequila, this is a find for $20 in a blind test. I've done this with people. I put out the Azul Especial the $180 bottle, the blue and white ceramic bottle. I've put out a couple other tequila, and people love this. They thought this was the super duper expensive stuff, and it's got a nice smell. Almost, the you can smell the agave coming through, and it's got a sweetness to it that even you can smell it even. And look at that beautiful copper color. And this is what you call, this is interesting. There's different kinds of tequila. This is a pure tequila. Eric, you probably know a lot more about that than me. There's some
so just in general, that's a tequila that's been certified through tequilamatchmaker.com as being additive free, where they're not using any artificial sugars or sweeteners or glycerin to thicken up the mouth or anything like that. Whatever you're tasting in that tequila is coming from naturally fermenting the agave.
And I got to tell you, I've got a bottle downstairs of George Clooney's Casamigos.
Yes.
Okay. And I like that too, by the way. I think it's super smooth, very gringo drinkable. Okay. Okay. And the thing about it is in that he sold it. He was rich to start. He sold his soul to the devil somewhere in his life. He's not only rich and famous and has a beautiful wife, but the guy got $1 billion for selling Casamigos.
Him and Randy Gerber, who's married to another beautiful woman, Cindy Crawford.
Yep.
Because he owned a couple of bars, and so since he's known Cindy, known Randy, all they joined forces, and he sold it and walked away with a good profit, and now Casamigos is a very popular tequila. I'm more Hornitos or more Jose Cuervo. But
there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with them. My only complaint.
This is also good too.
Yeah. The thing about Casamigos is they add glycerin to it.
I'm talking about that's added. That's got some additives in it. Yeah.
They have additives in it. Okay, it's a good tequila. It's very drinkable. I like it. It's I can buy two bottles.
That's a good deal right there.
2.5 of these we'll buy 1 bottle of Casamigos.
Hells yeah. No contest there.
Okay.
And so the stipulation is you can have the additives. There's the CRT. So when you look at a bottle of tequila, I forget exactly what the denomination means or what the lettering is. It's the CR or it says NOM. It's like a Norma Oficial Mexicana. And they all have a 4-digit number, and that corresponds, especially if you go to tequilamatchmaker.com, kind of like an Untapped, but you'll see the NOM number and a 4-digit number there that denotes what 4-digit. It goes back to the distillery there. So I guess and then they're run by this organization called the CRT in Mexico for tequilas. So to get to the where were we going with this? The additives thing. So you can have 51% additives, apparently, according to CRT, in your tequila. Hell, you can call your tequila 100% agave and still have up to 1%.
Yeah.
Or 4 of all these additives. And there's been more regulations in Mexico to tell you that, hey, actually, we don't need to tell you what's in this thing at all. So you never really truly know what you have in a tequila, and if you really are curious about all that stuff, then I guess Tequila Matchmakers, your guy there. But it's really nice to see a brand like this one here that doesn't have any of the additives for $20. It's pretty good.
It's fantastic. It says the tasting notes are sweet citrus, notes of orange and grapefruit. Complementary notes of cooked agave vanilla are fruity and fresh with a woody aspect. Robust yet pleasant with tannins, and it's just a very nice, smooth sipping tequila. I mean, this would be great in a margarita or something like that. But and for $20, who cares? Might as well use really good tequila in your margarita. But it's a sipping, in my opinion, it's a sipping tequila. It's that good, and for the price, you can't beat it. I mean, tequila's Have you guys live in different parts? Eric, I don't know exactly. You're in New England, as I recall.
Yeah, southern New England.
Yeah, and Beverage Rambles in Atlanta. Have you seen the explosion in the liquor aisles of the tequila products?
I just got in. I started getting tequila in January. I've been looking at that. Yeah, that's the hottest. That stuff, and especially mezcal, is growing immensely.
Definitely, I would agree with Eric on the mezcal. Mezcal for sure has gotten extremely popular, and the couple liquor stores that are within like less than 5 minute driving distance for me, I mean, mezcal constantly, and of course you got you got the usual Hornitos, Don Julio, Patron, 1800. You mentioned Jose Cuervo, Casamigos. You mentioned what's the other guy? Rock with the Terramana.
Oh,
You know,
yeah,
and you
Terramano.
have the budget, and you have the budget brands, El Humidor, El Toro. You got some of the other Pepe Lopez, the other brands. But yeah, the mezcals for sure have grown in enormous popularity, and I'm kind of on the fence. Like I said, I can't. And most of it is the clear tequila. The
The
clear stuff
Blanc,
is
yeah,
the Blanco is quite popular. One agave, but me, I just can't clear. But to me, I enjoy. I'm sorry, I'm gonna go old school. I've always enjoyed Jose Cuervo. It's been something that's very simple and easy for me to consume. The dark, the golden, excuse me.
What did Ron
willing to
tell
try
us about it? They use sugar, alcohol of some sort,
agave sugar cane, right?
sugar cane. Yeah.
So that is a just an enjoyable tequila to have, and I know it's world famous, but very renowned.
Yeah.
Hey,
the main.
do the Don Julios and whatnot, and go right ahead.
I don't want to be this guy. I don't want to be
even
this guy
the,
like over here, right? But they don't have to. They don't have to be legally. They don't have to be transparent about what's going into this crap, which is the other side of the coin. That's kind of the. I'm not saying it's shady or anything like that, right? But we can do whatever. If it says made from Blue Weber agave, which all tequila has to be made from Blue Weber agave, then they can it can be minimal 51%, and the other 49% can be all of those other things in your tequila. Unless it really matters to you and you're getting snooty and nerdy, or you're going to want to really focus on subtleties and flavors and stuff, then that really may matter to you. If literally you're describing Jose Cuervo as Jean did, then you're not purposely looking at it to that aspect. You're looking just to have the good time on the good budget, which is nothing wrong with any of it. Apparently, $20 is a good time right there. I don't think I've had the Alto.
You gotta try it. If it's hard to find some places, it's I actually found this. I live part of the year in North Carolina.
Yeah,
and they now stock this in the state liquor stores. I was really surprised because even here in San Diego, I can only find it at a few mom and pops, but I found it in North Carolina because it's priced right. Some people just like the qualities. It's the Evans beer, Evans bourbon of tequila.
Closer to the source, and you can't find it in San Diego that easily.
I still love the little mom and pop liquor stores. And
me too.
And they sometimes have the most unique products that you won't see.
You never know what you're going to get when you run into those stores, right?
Yeah, you never know. It's a surprise. I discovered Pliny the Elder in this little mom and pop liquor store.
Yeah.
Okay, because I saw the sign.
I would love to get my hands on that IPA. Would love to.
There was a sign in the refrigerator. It said only limit 2 per customer. I've never seen that on a beer before. Have you ever seen a limit on how many single beers you could buy? And at that time, they were $11.99. Now they're down to $6.99 each.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, that's how popular that beer. I think it's from an Oregon. Am I right? Oregon or Washington?
That's from Russian River Distiller. I went to that place in 2018. That's in
Oregon, right?
No, it's in Northern California. That's in
Northern. Really? Okay.
Russian River. That's in it's in the Santa Rosa area of California.
Okay, where the Hearst Castle is.
It's near that. Yeah.
Yes. Rosebud.
Yeah, Russian River Brewing. Yeah, it's in that Russian River Valley.
Oh, yeah. Do you guys have Costco's by you?
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
we do. And the Costco's by me and Dunwoody sell hard liquor. Some of the other stores, there's like maybe a few of them here in Georgia, but they did this one where I go to right here sells hard liquor, and I get some good deals. And even they have their own the Kirkland's brand form of tequila, which is pretty good. But their prices are reasonable. I mean, I bought some bourbon I bought from a local mom and pop sort of distillery. Might have been affiliated with Kentucky, but I paid $20 for it. It was awesome. Just fabulous. I love it.
Their bourbon, I think if I remember correctly from some reviews and stuff looking it up, is done by Barton, which makes the 1792. I think they do a lot of contract for Costco. So I mean, at least it has a nice brand name on it, yeah, for the bourbon.
Kirkland is. I have one half a mile away from me here in San Diego. Kirkland is slapping their name on bourbon, on scotch, on rye. They are coming out with all their own products.
Yeah, they got scotch
all over the place, and the prices are great. I talk about that gigantic bottle of Dewar's White Label I got for $21.99.
What?
A half-gallon bottle. And Kirkland has their own blended scotch out now for $20.99. So you wonder who's making it for them. Probably White Label, right?
Who the heck knows?
I don't know. I think they want to put they get companies in, and I think then they negotiate with those companies to slap their Kirkland label on the same product.
I would have to imagine. Yeah.
Yeah. They're really their liquor department is in Costco is amazing. Now,
I don't have a subscription I don't have a membership to Costco, but if I remember correctly, here in the state of Massachusetts, I think there are I think there's like 9 different states maybe. If you don't have a membership to Costco, then you're still legally allowed to go and shop for the alcohol. And then when you go and check out, they'll check out using some kind of a barcode to say, oh, yeah, he's a member. But you legally, in a couple of different states, including my own, you don't have to have a membership to shop there, because I guess it's illegal technically to have a members only liquor store or something.
Yeah. I agree. I always worry about any organization or club that would have someone like me as a member.
Oh, Jesus.
Old Woody Allen line. Oh, anyway, I hope you're give yourself some promotions, guys. Who's up?
I'm going to scenic New Jersey, of all places.
I'm from New Jersey. Be very careful.
I'll be very careful. I'm not. Oh well, I won't be able to pump my own gas for some strange reason.
Isn't that? Tell me that isn't genius in New Jersey. Are they the only state where you still have to get somebody else?
I think the state of Oregon doesn't allow you to pump gas for some strange reason.
How come they were so smart and the rest of us were so dumb? Have you been on a cold, rainy night when you don't want to get out of your car? The heater is going and some guy is pumping your gas. Tell me you don't love that. Oh man.
I asked one of our buddies there, James Madonna, am I supposed to tip these bastards? He's like, absolutely not, unless they do something extra for you. I'm like, all right, good. But anyways, so I'll be there with Alex the Beer Master visiting his buddy BJ Taylor. He works over at the Joe Canals in Marlton, New Jersey. We're going to go visit him. Other than that, I run the Thomas Metal 75 channel of YouTube. Master Street is the name of the show. Mostly beers and whiskeys, and I got to post way more than just 2 tequila reviews I've done already. So, and our big thing is the Wild Card Wednesdays, 7:30 Eastern time, Boston, New York. Just bring a beer, wine, spirit. Check the baggage before you come on the show. Don't be a douche. Be a douche.
I love that. Does anyone know what a douche is?
When I go to metal concerts, people get too riled up about their own personal stuff, and they bring it in with them when they're supposed to have a fun time. So.
What part of Jersey are you going to?
Going to southern New Jersey. So our buddy Alex is outside of the Cherry Hill, New Jersey area.
Yep. Yes, he is. He'll take you to that wonderful pizza spot where I went to.
Yeah,
We
I gotta go there.
good pizza.
I'll
When
be
I did
staying
the
at the
review,
Philadelphia, Cherry Hill, New Jersey.
yep,
And
right
nobody
outside
likes
that area.
baseball.
Yep.
Nobody likes baseball, but their Philadelphia Phillies are playing the Giants. I don't think I'm gonna go, but I would have liked to. Anyways,
It's
so
Best
it's a
pizza in
great
the
area.
world.
It's a great area, great, and he'll take you to that liquor store where we bought a couple of beers there.
cool.
Alex is a really, really cool guy, and we did a review, and it started raining immediately. I say, "Oh shoot, let's get things back inside."
So
Yeah,
yeah, go
Alex is
check
a good
out
guy.
Alex,
Yeah.
the Beer Master on YouTube, and his buddy BJ Taylor. BJ drinks beer. So cheers. Thanks for having me,
Cheers.
Claude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jean Pierre.
Yes. I haven't done a lot of reviews lately. This past week because I got some news, and I'll talk about it off air. But I got plenty of beers to review. I got one, which I'll go ahead and show y'all real quick here.
There he goes.
It's one of those things that
It's like Dave. He runs to the secret bar, the secret storage center.
Yeah, very first thing was going on in the beer community.
Need a little
I haven't really done a lot of
energized
shopping
bunny.
again. I haven't really done a lot of reviews. So here it is. This is from Sweetwater, the G13 Hazy IPA.
Oh,
This is at 9%. I don't know anything about this. I'm going to review it probably this weekend just to get my thoughts on it. Let's see. And I have two more other beers to review to look at. I got the Coco Vesa by Stone.
Anything by Stone is good. Stone doesn't know how to make a bad beer.
Yes, they do. All their beers are solid.
I love Stone. What's their Arrogant Bastard from Stone?
Arrogant Bastard Ale, the IPA. I love their Russian Imperial Stout, which is really good.
Do you ever have their IPA with the date in large letters on the
Stone by date? Yes, I have. Really good stuff. Really good stuff. So, and then this is right here from Wild Heaven, which is based here in Atlanta. This is the Odd Mercy, which is their coffee brown ale. Yes.
Ooh.
So I haven't really done a lot of reviews this week. Like I said, I've just been dealing with some things. So I'm going to get back into reviewing tomorrow, and I'll post some videos and start going from there, and then we'll go from there. So
wonderful.
That's it. That's all. Like I said, my YouTube channel. Type my name, Jean, Jean, space H, Pierre, Pierre, and you will see most, if not all, of my videos. What the hell? They made the 3. Holy crap! All right, sorry.
As Ron would say, focus.
Focus. I'm watching Indiana, Milwaukee right now. That just you got that off. So anyway, that's about it.
Great.
Everyone in North America, around the world, enjoy your weekend. Have fun. Drink some good beers, man. Enjoy. That's what's up.
Gentlemen,
enjoy life. Life is too short. We're not here long. Enjoy. Cheers.
Life is too short to drink cheap beer. I love cheap beer.
Me too. Like good ones like this.
I had that one in a hot minute. Damn.
You're in New Jersey. Get yourself some Rolling Rock and a couple
of Schaefer's.
Can you get Schaefer and Rheingold? Are they still around?
Schaefer's still around. Yes.
I do believe so.
And I believe Rheingold's still around too.
I'll have to look for some Schaefer. I haven't had that.
We're talking old beer. How
over from me?
How about Peels? You guys remember Peels?
I've heard the name, but I never had it. I've heard the name Peels.
All these great beers from back east in the old days. Carling Black Label, best beer commercial ever made. Do you guys remember it?
I was able to get it here in Georgia for whatever the reason. It just uprooted and left. But you're right, Claude. I reviewed it back in 2020. That beer is phenomenal.
What was it the last time I seen it in Rhode Island? Like $3.99 a 6-pack, for God's sakes.
It's cheap, but the
I
commercial.
liked it. That was good.
No one has ever made a beer commercial like Carling Black Label. It was all you saw was the guy. It was like a Friday or Saturday night, and you see him build this beautiful sandwich on a cutting board, and he slices it in half. I mean, a big, beautiful, delicious Jersey sandwich or whatever. And then he takes the Carling Black Label and pours it and puts it next to the sandwich. That's marketing. That's market. All you want is that beer. All you want is that beer and that sandwich in that commercial. They don't tell you anything about the Clydesdales and the hops or anything. It's just good beer with a good sandwich. I think that was the most
beer with an honest meal. Come on.
A pastrami, a nice hot pastrami with spicy brown mustard and
mustard.
Yes,
no, wait. Yes. If you're gonna go deli, we're going to take some rye bread with some Katz's from New York corned beef, a little pastrami, a little brisket, a little schmear of chopped chicken liver, and then the mustard. Yes. And wait, I forgot the tongue, a cow tongue. Oh, it's delicious. Yes. And you bite into that big puppy. Oh, man. I think I'm hungry. I'm glad it's taco night. Gentlemen, thank you. Thanks to Ron, Louisiana Beer Reviews, letting us steal his night while he had a night off. And Beverage Ramble
Festival, Mr. T.
Everybody stay healthy and happy and have fun. As Beverage Ramble said, life is short. Have fun.
That's right.
You guys are too serious out there. Don't watch the news.
Exactly. Thank you.
I will. I've been swearing off the news. You have to, because it's.
I love the news, but it's always so dark and serious. Where's the happy? There's got to be some happiness in the world somewhere, right? Maybe just right here.
The news and court TV.
You get a couple of watch a couple of those old Judge Judy's. You know.
Oh my goodness! Yes.
A lot of finger pointing. Shut up, you.
Take care, everybody. Thanks for joining us.